when you get to that.
So, mate, it's terrible.
When you're at the point in your career.
Terrible.
I was pulling hamstrings and doing lots of things like soft tissue. So it used to get to the point that when a gap had opened, I'd go, oh no.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah.
Because number one, you couldn't get through it, and number two, if you did get through it, you're going to pull something.
Yeah.
What was it? Do you remember the moment? Because Gordy always talks about it. Gordy's got a story for everything. Gordy's story about the moment he knew he was going to retire or had to retire was he was driving to the game on the team bus one day, went past a pub, and there's all these blokes having a beer and a barbecue, and he thought, I'd rather be there than here. And that's when he thought to himself, I'm done. I've got to retire. Do you have that moment?
Yeah. Yes. We're going to a game. I'm sitting on the team bus, and I look out the side. It's beautiful. It's sort of just we're getting about a month away from the semi-finals. There's a bit of excitement there, but as we're going over the Spit Bridge to play Manly, and I look over and there's a bloke who's throwing a rug out, and the whole family's standing there. And I'm thinking, geez, I wish I was that bloke.
Yeah.
Funny thing, in retirement, I've never done that.
Never done it. It's a wish. One of my great mates who was a conditioner, Les Hobbs, Les. Les is a great mate of mine, and I thought I was still going all right. And that one day he tapped me on the shoulder after a game and said, mate, I know you've got a year to go on your contract, and it's time to give it away.
Yeah.
And mate, if anyone else said to me, if anyone else said to me, but it was it. But he's a very quiet, unassuming bloke. But I respected him that much. If anyone else said to me, I would have chinned him probably, But he said to me, mate, you've got a family now, and you've hurt your knees and all that sort of stuff. He said, it's time. It's time.
Did you go away and have a look at your game after that? Did you
No, I didn't. No.
How long did it take for you to accept that?
Oh, mate, you know what? I accepted it about a week later because it was him.
Yeah.
Because it was him telling me. If it was anyone else, I wouldn't have listened.
I get that moment. I'm laying in bed, phone rings, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I think to myself, okay, when you get a call that to you go, what's happened?
Yeah.
Is someone had an accident or passed away? So I've jumped up, I've got the phone, hello, and it's Joey. Hey mate, how are you? Mate, I've been thinking about this, talking to a few blokes. You got to give it away, mate. You got to give it away, mate. You're gone. You're gone. So then,
where are you?
So then, 6 years later, when Sonny Bills whacked him, he's got the scan on the neck. I rang him. He goes, "Hey, mate." I said, "I've waited for this moment."
You're gone.
You're gone.
How'd he take it?
No, he went. No, he said, "No, I am.
Yeah.
I've had enough.
Yeah,
I've had enough."
You remember the day, was it against the Warriors that he got his jaw broken? I remember that.
Yes, he did.
And I was thinking, mate, remember he got to his feet and that, and he was stuck.
Do you know what, Block? At that point, you talk about whether it's good luck or bad luck. It turned out to be a good thing for Joey.
Yeah.
Because Joey had come back from an ACL and had been terrible the first 4 or 5 rounds. Been terrible. His first game of the year, they played Canberra, and he rang me after the game and said, mate, I'm embarrassing. I never knew I could play so bad. So then he sort of, bit by bit, he was getting slightly better, but he hadn't done the proper rehab. The leg wasn't right. And then he plays the game against the Warriors and gets whacked and breaks his jaw. What that allowed him to do was go away for 6 weeks. He went up to the Queensland Institute of Sport with Kelvin Giles and one of his assistants, and they just worked the arse off him. Yeah. And I didn't see him for about a month, and when I saw him, it's the fittest he'd ever looked, and come back and played that Origin game.
Yeah.
But I reckon that, just knowing Joey and how embarrassed he was he's playing, if he didn't have that broken jaw and didn't get that, be able to put that 5-6 weeks of training in, that might have been curtains for him then.
That 05, wasn't it?
Around that.
Yeah, I think it was 05, yeah. The Origin was 05.
Yes.